in an unexpected turn of events, Chumlee, the beloved star of Pawn Stars, found himself at the center of a shocking legal drama that no one could have predicted. Known for his jovial personality and comic relief on the History Channel's hit show, Chumlee was suddenly faced with a harsh reality when he was sentenced in a court of law. The moment the verdict was read, it became clear that the consequences were far more severe than anyone had anticipated. What could have led a man who once captivated millions with his light-hearted demeanor to end up in such a dire situation? Caught off guard by this revelation? There's more to come. Subscribe to all profiles and stay ahead of the story. Austin Lee Russell, widely recognized by his stage name Chumlee, has captured the affection of fans globally with his humor, laid-back attitude, and distinctive character. Throughout his decade-long stint on Pawn Stars, he has not only brought joy to the show, but has also been instrumental in shaping its essence. One unforgettable moment was when Chumlee purchased a professional pinball machine featuring his own video game, a bold move that surprised the team and amazed fans. However, Chumlee's appeal goes beyond his comedic remarks or amusing scenarios. His influence reaches far beyond television. He has significantly impacted the culture of popular collectibles, enhanced the reputation of the gold and silver pawn shop, and developed a strategic personal brand. From starting as a modest employee, he has risen to become a cherished figure, demonstrating how unwavering dedication to one's passion can lead to remarkable achievements. Despite often being portrayed as the clown in the store, Chumlee has never confined himself to that role. He has quietly developed expertise in certain collectibles, demonstrating his value and earning the respect of both his colleagues and the audience. What sets Chumlee apart is his sincerity. He doesn't strive for perfection. He simply remains true to himself. This honesty and authenticity have forged a strong connection with millions of viewers. His popularity extends beyond television. Business ventures such as a clothing line, a candy brand, and live talk shows have helped him build a personal empire, generating millions of dollars. Notably, a significant portion of this income supported him through unexpected legal challenges, marking a completely different chapter in Chumlee's life. After Pawn Stars became a global sensation with over 500 episodes aired, both the show and Chumlee's personal career entered a new phase. Yet, wherever he went, he was consistently recognized as a key factor in the success of one of the most cherished reality TV shows of all time. As Chumlee's television fame grew, he faced personal challenges that were silent yet stressful. Audiences quickly adored his cheerful and lovable persona on Pawn Stars, with each public appearance drawing hundreds of fans. His appeal clearly reached beyond the show, but few realized that beneath his bright smile lay a long-standing internal struggle. "I felt like I was living two completely different lives," Chumlee once revealed. "Fame makes you think you're invincible. I just want to savor every moment, particularly when people recognize me everywhere." His sudden rise to fame ushered in a more extravagant lifestyle, a significant shift from his modest beginnings. While his co-stars remained focused on pawn shop deals, Chumlee's personal life was rapidly transforming. Flashy sports cars, a luxury mansion, and collections of sneakers and jewelry left many in awe. His social media posts showcasing lavish shopping sprees and extravagant parties quickly went viral, amassing millions of views. This starkly highlighted the difference between his humble past and his increasingly flashy public image. As Pawn Stars hit its peak, drawing in over 7 million viewers per episode, Chumlee's personal brand flourished as well. He launched a candy store in Las Vegas under his name and introduced behind-the-scenes merchandise that fans eagerly embraced. However, this success brought about mounting pressure. Transitioning from a regular person to someone who can't visit Walmart without having 500 photos taken was overwhelming, Chumlee shared in a rare interview. "I turned to certain things to help me cope, and it nearly cost me everything." His personal struggles starkly contrasted with the show's professional success. Beneath the humor was a man grappling with maintaining his true self while meeting public expectations. By 2016, the disparity between Chumlee's public persona and private life had grown too significant to conceal. Despite continuing to be the beloved character fans adored on screen, his personal life was in disarray. Years in the limelight had led to increasingly reckless behavior. Then, in March of that year, the situation escalated. Police searched Chumlee's Las Vegas home as part of an investigation into sexual assault allegations. Officer Rodriguez announced at a press conference, "We carried out a search warrant as part of an ongoing investigation." The news rapidly circulated on social media. What truly stunned the public was not the nature of the initial investigation, but the discoveries made during the search: weapons, drugs, and associated paraphernalia. The story quickly became a hot topic, leaving many people astonished by the vast difference between the image of Chumlee they knew and the reality behind the scenes. Just a week later, TMZ released the startling details, causing social media to erupt. One fan expressed that the news completely altered their perception of Chumlee on TV. He always seemed innocent and cheerful, but in reality, he was a completely different person, the post stated. This incident led many to question Chumlee's future and the show he was part of. The glaring contrast between his public persona and private life kept the public engaged in discussions for weeks. Prosecutors have officially filed multiple felony charges against the reality TV star, including possession of a weapon and possession of a controlled substance likely to cause harm. If convicted on all charges, Chumlee might encounter up to 20 years in prison. Beyond the legal implications, the charges posed a significant threat to the public image he had cultivated over the years. The case sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, shaking the foundations of his career and endangering Chumlee's entire financial success. Many experts suggest this could mark the downfall of one of the most well-known reality TV figures in recent years. Court documents disclose an astonishing range of details about what was found at his home, including numerous weapons like an assault rifle and significant amounts of controlled substances and related paraphernalia. Although the initial search was part of an investigation into an alleged sexual assault, no charges were filed due to insufficient evidence. However, Chumlee's lifestyle over the years was considered a significant threat to the community. In a document submitted by the prosecution, the maximum sentence was recommended based on the quantity and seriousness of the items confiscated. The first day of the trial was intense as Chumlee entered the courtroom. Camera flashes captured his quiet, somber expression. His porn star's colleagues were absent, leaving the TV personality, who once entertained millions, now confronting the repercussions of his past behavior. The prosecutor began his presentation by emphasizing the severity of the case, pointing out that the defendant's residence was filled with numerous weapons and illegal substances. As images of the confiscated items were displayed, the tension in the courtroom increased. Chumlee repeatedly glanced at the floor, occasionally shaking his head as the incriminating evidence appeared on the screen. During cross-examination, the defense attorney questioned the law enforcement officer, suggesting that the seized substances were not solely for personal use. While the officer agreed, he acknowledged that he did not find typical indicators of a drug trafficking operation, such as packaging materials, digital scales, or distribution lists. The case serves as a reminder that public personas don't always accurately represent individuals behind the scenes. The tension continued to build as testimony about the quantity of weapons discovered was presented. Chumlee's attorney asked an expert, "Do you agree that Mr. Russell is known for collecting rare items, including historical weapons?" The expert confirmed this but emphasized that such a collection requires a valid permit and proper storage. This testimony added intricacy to the case. Chumlee appeared visibly anxious, whispering to his attorney several times, prompting the judge to remind him to remain silent unless called to testify. During the trial, legal experts outlined potential punishments, highlighting that the mix of weapons and controlled substances often leads to extended prison sentences. Former attorney James Wilson described the situation as extremely grave. The defense focused on Chumlee's clean criminal history, suggesting that his celebrity and entertainment lifestyle had clouded his judgment. His lawyer stated, "Our client has been caught in a cycle of glamour and excess, where the distinction between normality and outrageousness has become unclear." They emphasized that Chumlee did not intend to cause harm and remains a public figure of good character in many aspects. As the trial neared its conclusion, fans watched anxiously. This case was not just a legal matter, but also a threat to the image and career of a television personality, once cherished for his friendliness and humor. Plea negotiations, initially seen as routine, became a focal point. Attorneys from both sides engaged in intense discussions, considering every possible resolution. The case's impact extends beyond the risk to Chumlee's personal freedom. If found guilty, he could face several years in prison. His career is at risk, with financial losses potentially reaching millions and his reputation significantly tarnished. Chumlee's future with porn stars remains uncertain and unclear. On the last day of the trial, the courtroom was filled to capacity. Some enthusiastic fans held supportive signs, while others proudly wore shirts emblazoned with the porn star's logo. The atmosphere was charged with both excitement and tension, reflecting the significant public interest surrounding the case. As Judge Michael Davidson presided over the sentencing hearing, the tension in the courtroom was palpable. Chumlee stood in the dock, ready to hear the final verdict after agreeing to a guilty plea as part of a plea deal with the prosecution. The silence in the room was so profound that the sound of the court clerk shuffling papers could be distinctly heard. The judge meticulously reviewed the plea agreement, carefully considering both the mitigating factors and the troubling behaviors outlined in the case file. Chumlee, with his hands trembling slightly at his sides, listened attentively. He pleaded guilty to 1 firearm charge and 1 misdemeanor charge related to the possession of a controlled substance. The other charges were officially dismissed as part of the agreement, but Judge Davidson stressed the gravity of the offense. Possession of unregistered firearms and controlled substances presents a serious threat to the community, he stated firmly, before delivering the sentence. 3 years of probation with stringent conditions. The defendant will be subject to close monitoring, required to undergo counseling, participate in regular drug testing, and complete 200 hours of community service. Furthermore, all items confiscated during the investigation will be permanently forfeited. The courtroom was taken aback by a notably stringent condition. If Chumlee breaches any terms of his probation, he will immediately face a 3-year prison sentence without further hearings. After delivering the sentence, the judge firmly stated, Mr. Russell, I hereby order you to 3 years of strict supervised release. Any violation will result in immediate incarceration for 3 years. This moment felt devastating for Chumlee. After enduring months of stress and the looming possibility of a long prison sentence, he was finally given a chance at freedom, but only if he adhered to the conditions. His bottled-up emotions suddenly erupted. His face turned pale, sweat trickled down his forehead as the judge continued outlining the terms of his sentence. The judge's voice seemed distant, drowned by the chaotic thoughts in Chumlee's mind. Suddenly, he swayed and collapsed right there. His lawyer quickly tried to support him, but it was too late. The reality TV star, famous for his comedic flair, unexpectedly collapsed in front of everyone. Security personnel swiftly responded as the sound of labored breathing filled the courtroom. Medics were summoned amidst the chaos. One hurried to fetch water while another cleared space to ensure access. Photographers captured the tense scene. The image of the porn star's star unconscious in court quickly dominated entertainment news headlines. Chumlee, who once entertained millions with laughter, now lies still, signaling the peak of his legal turmoil. The psychological strain of the prolonged trial finally caused him to collapse at the very place where justice is dispensed. Rick Harrison was briefly spotted visiting his friend and colleague as fans gathered in concerned groups. Many were taken aback by the dramatic twist, as the unforeseen courtroom incident quickly became the focal point, overshadowing the verdict on social media and entertainment platforms. Words of support and hashtags like #ChumleeandMe and #GaydonPornStars rapidly circulated, generating a powerful wave of encouragement. 3 days later, though still shaken, Chumlee's familiar smile returned in a video statement recorded at his home. He spoke candidly about what had happened. Facing the consequences of my actions is what has been so nerve-wracking, he said, trying to inject some light humor. The doctor told me I needed to make better choices, and I know he was right. The heartfelt confession marks a dramatic shift in Chumlee's public image, from a familiar carefree face to a man confronting himself and his past mistakes. In an unexpected development, the History Channel is reportedly considering welcoming Chumlee back after his recovery. Although there's no official statement, an anonymous source disclosed that the network views Chumlee's challenges as a unique chance to create a compelling redemption story. Chumlee himself acknowledged this in a rare, serious statement. I let my fame take over my sanity. I made mistakes that nearly cost me everything. I'm thankful for the opportunity to make things right, and I promise not to squander it. His situation quickly became a popular topic among media and fans alike. Many see this legal issue as a pivotal moment that could help him redefine his career. With extensive experience in reality TV, Chumlee now has an authentic redemption story, one that resonates with the public. Although there's no official word on his future with the series, indications suggest he is diligently adhering to court requirements and focusing on legitimate business ventures. When questioned about returning to television, Chumlee responded calmly, "Right now, I am concentrating on recovery and making the right decisions. The show has been like family to me for many years, and I hope to make them proud someday." What once seemed like the end of his TV career has transformed into a new beginning, with a large fan base still supporting him. If Chumlee makes a comeback, it will be the result of a journey marked by determination and sincerity. Indeed, Chumlee occasionally posts updates on Instagram, sharing insights into his businesses and personal life as an influential figure in the pawn shop, collectibles, and candy sectors. He continues to pursue various ventures, consistently demonstrating his ability to manage diverse projects while fully enjoying life. To fully embrace life, Chumlee made some tough decisions, including addressing his weight. Motivated by support from his girlfriend and a desire to improve his health, he embarked on a weight loss journey. The passing of his father from pancreatic cancer at 54, just 2 weeks before Pawn Stars premiered. This loss made Chumlee realize the importance of taking care of his body. Chumlee adopted a healthier lifestyle by incorporating vegetables into his diet, avoiding red meat, and steering clear of junk food. His mornings began with a smoothie, and he maintained a balanced diet while exercising 6 days a week. By continuously adjusting his diet and workout regimen, he focused on healthier eating and regularly staying active, ultimately losing over 75 pounds and keeping it off. His transformation has inspired many fans who have followed his progress. Losing weight improved his physical and mental well-being. His choice wasn't solely about changing his appearance, but also about living a healthier, longer life, and it has been beneficial so far. He was enjoying a comfortable life until he realized it wasn't sufficient. Once again, his weight became a significant concern. He decided to undergo a major transformation to enhance his mobility and overall quality of life, opting for surgery. Chumlee specifically chose gastric bypass surgery. Before deciding on the procedure, it was known that he had previously lost weight through traditional methods like diet and exercise, but eventually regained some pounds. To break the cycle of weight fluctuations, he chose bariatric surgery for a more permanent solution. After the surgery, he successfully lost an impressive 160 pounds. In reality, many TV stars have opted for weight loss surgery, such as Angela Deem from 90 Day Fiancé and Tammy Slayton from 19 Sisters, who lost 420 pounds after her procedure. With his significant weight loss, Chumlee was able to engage in activities that were once out of reach. For example, he could finally ride a hovercraft after dropping below the manufacturer's weight limit, which had previously been impossible for him. His remarkable transformation after undergoing gastric bypass surgery became apparent in 2021, with his weight loss remaining a key aspect of his journey. Losing over 150 lbs not only enhanced his health but also broadened his opportunities, providing him with a fresh perspective on life. By 2024, his candy shop, Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard, continues to thrive, providing a wide range of nostalgic and novelty sweets. The store has garnered positive feedback for its selection of classic candies and distinctive merchandise. Although his store's social media presence has decreased, Chumlee continues to thrive through television, business ventures, and social media, seizing new opportunities. One such opportunity was Pawn Stars Do America, a spin-off of the popular Pawn Stars series, which took Chumlee and his fellow cast members on a national journey to discover unique and historic treasures. The show showcases intriguing finds, such as rock and roll memorabilia like Van Morrison's autograph, vintage neon signs, and rare comic books. Chumlee was seen in Detroit, reportedly filming an episode of the show. According to Michigan Live, the Detroit episode aired on April 3, 2024, reaffirming Chumlee's significance in the Pawn Stars franchise. Unlike the original series set in their Las Vegas pawn shop, Pawn Stars Do America took the team on the road. Instead of waiting for sellers to approach them, they traveled across the U.S., meeting collectors, consulting experts, and negotiating deals on site. This new format turns the buying and selling process into an exciting cross-country treasure hunt. Each location offered new chances to discover rare and valuable items, making the show an exhilarating adventure for fans of collectibles and history. Chumlee remained an essential part of the original Pawn Stars series as well. On the other hand, in terms of personal aspects, Chumlee has a passion for collecting shoes, with a collection exceeding 200 pairs. He also enjoys sports, playing the Pokemon trading card game, video games, and skateboarding. He is a fan of both punk rock and rap music, as well as TV series like Boardwalk Empire, Sons of Anarchy, and Breaking Bad. He takes pleasure in driving his customized 1986 Buick Regal, equipped with hydraulic lifts on both the front and back. As of now, his car collection includes a Rolls-Royce Phantom, Maserati Gran Turismo, Cadillac Escalade, Range Rover, and a 1964 Impala SS. That's the end of today's video. We truly appreciate your time. If you're curious to learn more about inspiring and well-known artists, subscribe to our channel, All Profiles, and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video. Until then, stay safe.